Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. So once again, I got to speak on the baloney that's going on with LeBron James and, the media and this OJ Simpson thing. And I'm going to add Little Boosie into the equation. First of all, disregard anything that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth. Disregard anything that comes out of the Republicans' mouth. Disregard anything that comes out of Fox News. And it's funny to see Will Kane back on Fox News where his racist white ass belongs. But once again, it's always this thing with, black people being race shamed. Like I say, once again, you have Asians asking for specific laws to be passed to protect them. But if a black person asks for reparation, they ask for laws specifically passed to protect them from police brutality or getting the police called on them for no reason. Then all of a sudden, wait a minute. Like, at the end of the day, as I said before, ain't no white motherfucker gonna ever make me feel guilty about being black. Ain't no black motherfucker gonna ever make me feel guilty about being black. Ain't no Hispanic motherfucker or no Asian gonna ever make me feel guilty about being black and speaking out against these things, especially when we being victimized. Like I said, I ain't no damn person of color. But you should already know the media can't be taken seriously when they basically trying to side with OJ Simpson over LeBron. This is the classic Malcolm X versus Martin Luther King trick that the media has played for several years now that ain't working no more, where they basically tell black people to simmer down, be rational, but nobody's rational towards us. This is the oldest trick in the book, the Martin Luther King versus Malcolm X trick. And that's what they trying to do with OJ Simpson. And first of all, I was setting ready to go ape shit on OJ Simpson. But I listened to the video that he put out. I guess it was an Instagram. And you would think, by the way, the media titled it, where you had all these media outlets saying OJ rips into LeBron James. I listened to the video in its entirety. OJ Simpson said, LeBron, you got to pick your battles. I commend you what you've done. I seen the video. Everybody makes mistakes. He did not tell LeBron that he was stupid. He basically tried to be politically correct, and he commended LeBron on the work he's done. He just told him to pick and choose his battle carefully. He didn't go in on him like they made it out to be. He actually gave him some words of advice, and then OJ gave his own personal opinion. He basically was trying to be, he didn't want to get too far out to where he would get ripped by the black community, but then he didn't want to get too far out where he would get ripped by. He tried to be politically correct, and I understood what OJ Simpson was doing. Now, OJ Simpson have said some cool shit in the past, but I listened to his video in its entirety. He didn't go in on LeBron. He gave his opinion. He gave his honest opinion, I guess, best to his ability, but he wasn't ripping LeBron. He didn't tell LeBron James to stop doing what he was doing. He commended him on the work he's done so far. And then OJ Simpson gave his opinion, which I disagreed with, where he said they didn't have a choice. You always have a choice. And at the end of the day, people ain't really talking about the ins and out of that case, what led to it. Okay. So, but the media, yeah, they tried it. And some people bought into it. And Little Boosie, he went in on OJ Simpson saying, hey, man, you need to shut up about LeBron. The black community helped get you out of jail. The black community had your back when you was going through what you was going through. And that is absolutely true. That is absolutely true, because we were the ones that was fighting for OJ to get released from jail, because he shouldn't have went to jail in the first place for as long as he did. Okay. But nevertheless, this needed to get said, because that's basically what they was trying to do. Like I said, that was the oldest trick in the book, trying to play LeBron James up against OJ Simpson. Now, come on, y'all. Since when do the media like OJ Simpson? To this day, they still mad about him allegedly killing those two people, which he didn't do, which we all know he didn't do. Anybody with common sense, they can't stand OJ Simpson. But now all of a sudden, OJ Simpson is the voice of reason. Come on, y'all should have knew something was strange about that when they used him as the example, when they tried to compare him to LeBron James. Since when do the media like OJ Simpson? There's people that's still enraged about him getting out of jail. So just stop it. Y'all should have knew something was wrong. I didn't take the banana in the tailpipe. But at the end of the day, I listened to OJ Simpson's video in its entirety, and it wasn't like how the media made it out to be. He didn't even really rip into LeBron James. He gave his opinion, and he commended LeBron James. He gave him some words of advice. He just told him, be careful how to pick and choose your battle, but don't stop what you're doing. They could have said OJ Simpson gives LeBron James some words of advice, but due to the fact they wanted to make headlines, they wanted to get clicks, and they wanted to try to divide and conquer the black community. And some of y'all fell for it. But I decided to do my research because I'm real with this shit. I've been doing this far too long. I got the credibility because I've been pretty much talking about this stuff since I started my channel. So, this needed to be said. Always be careful when the media tries to play two black men up against each other. So like I said, I'm glad I went and listened to the video in its entirety. And once again, this was just media clickbait and media propaganda. And the media should be called out for trying to play OJ and LeBron James against each other and trying to once again to put the black community up against each other. So I just want to say to the, white ran media, fuck y'all. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.